So how's it been going, man?
Shoot, man, I'm chilling.
It has been, I want to say 2 years since we talked about doing this?
Yeah, it's been 2 years. You know, it's all about perfect timing.
There you go.
So it's like, I didn't want to do it too early because I felt like I wasn't going to be ready to do it as far as building, you know, I wanted to build a stronger and solid platform. I wanted to get a little bigger on Instagram. I wanted to get more familiar with YouTube and different things like that. But now I feel like it's perfect timing to do it right now because of where I'm transitioning to. I'm not stepping away from the dogs and doing that, but what I'm doing is I'm elevating. Before I was pushing out the dogs more, I was all about you know, pushing my studs out, dog breeding, and now I'm more building a brand as far as myself being a brand. You know, Jay-Z said it best, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. So that's where I'm going, you know, I'm elevating. Some people gonna like it, some people won't like it, but this is where we're going. So
and hopefully they stay around for it too, because it's always great to see other people elevate.
Exactly, and whether they stay around or not, this is the direction we're going. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like personally, and like what I've been thinking is that it's been, you know, I feel like I put myself in a box with just being a dog breeder. Like I can say around about 2 years ago, I started to think like, dang, I want more out of it. Of what I'm doing, like the social media space. Like I'm more than just a dog breeder, and I felt like if I would have kept going in that direction, I would be known as like just that, you know, another like animal guy. And not saying that something wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, but that's not who I wanted to be. I wanted to be more known for not only just breeding dogs, but I want to be, you know, social media influencer. I like to think of myself as a great businessman. I want to engage in more business. I want to, you know, collaborate with more people. And if I'm just doing dogs, it's not that many people in my genre of, you know, my line of work. Now, when you step into that world, it's a lot of them doing it. But as far as the social media space, it's
kind of limited.
Yeah, it's really none of those people in there. And I feel like once I step into this space and I get just as big in this space as I am in the dog community, then it'll ultimately help, you know, the business and the brand and other things like that.
And I think that's a good segue into really answering the main question. And the main question is, who are you? Or who, I mean, we, like you said, in the dogs, right? We know that's Ultra. Like, what is that? Where did that come from?
Right. So, just to break it down, really the people started calling me Ultra. When I used to come on the videos, I'll say my name.
Oh yeah.
I always started the video like, "What's going on, y'all? This is Kelton working with Upper Class Family." But whenever I run into people in the streets or I'm doing business with people, they always call me Ultra. So I kind of naturally gravitate to it. So now I'm stepping into that role. So now what y'all get ready to see is not Kelton, because Kelton is more personal. I'm more to myself. I'm more like a one deep type person. Like I don't roll with the crowd. I only got a few friends that I talk to. Other than that, I don't talk to nobody. I don't fool with nobody. I keep to myself. But in order for me to elevate and go higher, I have to go, you know, step out. I have to be more talkative. I have to be more, you know, talk with people and things like that. I have to be more relatable to people. But you know, I'm personally not like that. So I didn't want to. And I feel like if I'm stepping into the persona and the character of Ultra, then I can do that and still protect who Kelton is and Kelton's personal life. I don't have to go, you know, and because I'm not the type of social media influencer that wants my whole life. I still want to be private. I still want to, you know.
It's a good balance.
So I'd rather like give y'all Ultra, give y'all all the Ultra that y'all want, and that way through Ultra I can clown, I can act a fool, I can be whoever I want. To be with Ultra, I can create that character and make him into whoever, you know, who he is, you know, who he's going to be, versus giving y'all completely me. I don't want to give the world me. I feel like that's only for my, like, you know, family, friends, and things like that. I don't want to.
Which is good. And that's a good thing to do.
And that's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal views. I don't want to, you know.
And you've been doing this for a long time. How long has it been? It's been a minute.
It's been a few years. We are year 6 going into year 7, and like as far as like I guess you can say like in general that's a long time. But when you're looking at businesses and how long it takes to grow and actually get somewhere, it takes about 10 years to actually pop. So you can say kind of still
in the beginning stages.
In the beginning stages of laying the foundation. Well, I'm past the beginning stages. I'm getting more solidified and finishing touches of laying the foundation and stepping over to that other side. So I feel like this interview is perfect for me to help me cross over onto that other side.
So let's talk about how the beginning was, or like not necessarily the beginning only, like the progression.
Right.
Like the beginning. Year one to where we are now.
Yeah, so that's like 6 years and a half ago. Year 1 was full of unknown.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was getting into. I just knew I loved dogs. I hated YouTube. I couldn't understand why you gonna sit there and watch somebody on you like like as a man, I didn't understand watching another man or whatever on YouTube, just talking or vlogging. I didn't understand. I thought it was stupid, honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. I hated it. But I ended up having a dream that I had a YouTube channel, breeding dogs or whatever. Well, not breeding dogs. I didn't know it was going to fully evolve into this. But I had a dream that I had a YouTube video and I was on there with my dog, and it hit like 80,000 views.
Oh, wow.
And so I took that as God telling me to go ahead and start this YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And then 4 months later, in that same year, that video, one of my videos had surpassed the 80,000 views. So I took that as a calling card. So I stopped everything and stepped into the beginning stages of, I guess you can say, the foundation of Ultra. This before people knew.
Yeah.
This is like, the year 1 and this was like year 1 and we really didn't have no foundation on nothing. I was just creating videos, whatever came to mind. I was just putting something out there, not knowing really how to edit. I was just doing everything on my phone. All my videos from like year 1 all the way to year 3, all edited and shot on my phone.
Ooh,
with the exception of maybe 3 or 4 videos.
Yeah.
So we talking about dang near 200 videos shot on my phone, on my iPhone, whatever that was back then. iPhone,
whatever, who knows?
X, 7, 6, whatever it was.
Whichever it was.
Yeah.
So and this is of course hearing from other people who create, right? Was the frustration with editing videos, shooting videos. How was like the scheduling? Because I know a lot of the times, because you spit out a lot of videos.
Yeah.
How was the schedule like? Was it easy to get used to? How was that?
It wasn't. It was kind of intimidating getting on Adobe Cloud, trying to get videos, and I don't know what I was doing. That's why I kind of stayed with the cell phone.
Yeah.
And then once, like I started growing on YouTube, that's when I started to trying to grow and learn how to edit the videos. So I was getting bigger, getting a bigger following. Yeah. And so I was trying to give the people something different, more higher quality. So I kind of like forced myself
to learn.
But I was editing so much on the phone, it was just like on the phone, but more gadgets to work with.
Yeah.
And so once I learned what was what, it was kind of simple, like the same thing. Yeah. And sometimes I would edit some of the stuff on the phone and then upload it to the computer and finish it. So
there you go.
It really wasn't. It wasn't that hard of a switch.
So fast forwarding to, I'm gonna say now, but like a little bit further down the road.
Right.
Seeing Ultra really, because like you said, you've always started off this.
I'm trying to think of like the birthplace of where I stepped into Ultra. Like,
was there a template? Was there like a?
That's what I'm trying to see, because I was
behind it, or
I was like myself. I'm not saying I got an ultimate personality. No, this is just.
Yeah, I get what you're
saying. But what I'm saying is like, when I really stepped into Ultra, it was probably like year 4.
Okay.
I can say year 4. I was getting bigger. on Instagram, getting bigger on YouTube, and people were starting to recognize me in different places.
Were you nervous when you see when somebody just run up on you?
Nah, because when it first started happening, people would just look at me.
Yeah, I know that guy.
They would they just look at me like weird, and I'll be like, he probably knew who I was. Thinking to myself, he probably knew who I was. He looked weird.
Yeah.
But from what people tell me when I'm just out in public, the look on my face is not very inviting. So they didn't really come up to me.
Oh no, I ain't gonna talk to this man.
So, and I know that for a fact because I had a few comments like, hey, I saw you somewhere, but you didn't look like you wanted to be talked to. So I didn't say nothing. And I'm thinking to myself, and I'm replying back to people like, man, you should have said something like,
yeah.
But I don't know, I guess, because like I said, I keep to myself type person, so I may not look inviting if I'm by myself, because I'll be on a mission, I'm just going where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I'm getting up out of there, or I keep to myself, I don't bother nobody, I'm just real laid back.
Yeah.
So, stepping into that, just to get back to what we were talking about, I think it's around year 4, we celebrated 4 years of getting into this, and I was finally getting some type of recognition from the bully community, people recognizing me. We had just got Dracula or whatever, and so
nice.
That's when I kind of stepped into it. And as you see, we only been doing it for years, 6 years and a half, going on year 7. So that was only 2 years ago. So it was around the time when we talked about doing this interview, but I knew I wasn't ready just yet. And that's around the time where my mindset started to change. Dang, I gotta evolve, I gotta keep growing, if I want to take this higher, I have to come
you have to
higher. Because I was talking to one of the other breeders, and he was telling me I'm probably known more, he's probably known more in the dog community, but as far as the vast majority, because he saw my numbers and stuff on YouTube, he was saying that I'm probably known as far as worldwide.
Yeah.
And then that kind of made me think dang, do I really want to just be known in this community? Do I want to get the top of this community? Because when you think about dog breeding and things like that, it doesn't have the respect that it should have. Although you're making probably more money than other, communities. A lot of people don't know about dog breeding and different things like that. A lot of people laughed when I first said I was coming out dog breeding and things like that. They thought it was, funny. And so, I lost my train of thought.
You good?
No, I'm gonna edit this part out. But,
yeah, you're good.
But okay. Yeah, so a lot of people laughed and everything, but fast forward now, it's really those same people who laughed, seeing where I am now.
Yeah.
And they ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah.
Now that I'm stepping into this and I want more out of it, and I'll get into once we fast forward up to where we are today, I'll let y'all know what made me really want to step into that and really be step into that social media influencer. Although I was already an influencer, I was just in in the dog community. But now I'm stepping out, transitioning, and doing more.
Yeah. I'm
commenting on more things as far as what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
I'm not just doing dog content. I'm doing all kind of content. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The channel is getting ready to go through a transformation. Right now, my dog videos are going to consist of not just me doing stuff with the dogs. I'm going to be bringing different influencers, celebrities onto the channel, and doing, different videos with. Once we get our new facilities up and running, we're going to be touring the facilities, checking out the dogs, and also doing a slight interview with whoever we bring on and getting their takes on the dogs, what's their favorite, things like that. That's what we transition into, and also we transition into more of a family-oriented video. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so once we, we're gonna get it more into that later on.
Yeah, a little bit later.
We're gonna get more into that later on.
Now, So we know, kind of like you said earlier, right? Sex sells.
Right.
And the internet is completely different from when you first started.
Right.
During that time of change, sex has been selling. And you got guys like Adam 22.
What Pimp C said, pimping ain't dead, it just moved to the web.
There you go. Exactly. And you know, we got guys like Adam 22 and his lady. And how you feel about that, man? I know that's kind of shaking up the internet for a lot of people right now.
I would never in my life willingly let another man sleep with my girlfriend, wife, none of that.
XYZ.
Hell no. I feel like that's a big mistake that he made.
Yeah.
And I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
Especially you gonna let a black man?
Why gotta be black?
Bro, come on.
Gotta be black.
Not only a black man, you gonna let a nigga?
See?
You gonna let a nigga? Come on, man. Come on. Now, see, that's what happens when you get all engaged into that world, and you doing all of this and doing all that, and then things like that happen. Now, I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see if it how it pans out. Cause right now,
the memes,
they going crazy. They going crazy on that band, and so it's like, we're gonna have to wait and see and look back in hindsight to see how this worked out, because ain't no way, bro.
If it was a business move.
Yeah. Regardless, it's regardless if it was a business move or not. I feel like we don't know how that's gonna affect his woman mentally.
Yeah.
And like, what if she really enjoyed it? What if she really enjoyed it and craved that? Now what you gonna do? What you gonna do then? And then she starts suggesting, I can do another video with him, or like, come on now,
Yeah.
what does that tell you?
Yeah.
Like, come on now, hell no, I never. I think that was a stupid move, and I feel like this is one of them Budweiser moves, or Bud Light moves.
Yeah.
How they let the transgender lady, man, or whatever, be on the cover of Bud Light, or you know who drinks that?
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
It's not a good move.
That wasn't a good move. So we gotta see if it aged well.
Yeah.
We gotta see if it aged well. Right now he's very defensive. Everybody and their mama trying to say I got next. Just had AB talking about I'm next. And I think Adam right now is loving it, because it's like, ain't no such thing as bad publicity. So he's up there as far as the algorithm and everything's going on. But all right, that's cool. We gonna see how it is in hindsight when the algorithm and all that stuff don't matter no more. And if she crave it, we gonna see what happens. If she crave it, we gonna see. We gonna see if she crave it.
Yeah.
Because what you gonna do? What you gonna do if she crave it? That's what I'm saying. So it's like, hell no.
Yeah.
I don't think he thought that through. I think it sounded like good on paper, but I don't think it's gonna age well. I don't think it's gonna age well. So Adam, bro, I think he messed up. But hey, man, I wish you the best.
There you go.
I hope you can bounce back. Because I know, like, beforehand they were only bringing girls in, and they never let it. And he even said that he wouldn't let another man be with his woman. They only just bring in girls. So for whatever reason, and the one question I do have is, who brought this up? Was it her? Or was it him? Like, who suggested the idea? Because that's going to tell you a lot. If she brought it up, it makes you wonder, like, damn, like what she thinking? What you mean, bring another nigga in here? And if she did bring that up, then it's like that door opens up even wider, because it's like, what if she liked it? She brought it up and she liked it, and now Hey, we're gonna see.
You open up a can of worms.
Or it's like, if she didn't bring it up, you brought it up, thought it'd be cool. Now you opened up a door that she didn't know existed.
Yeah.
And now right now you're gonna have to close that hole. Afterwards, you're gonna have to close it. And you don't know if you're gonna be able to close that. So we're gonna see.
Yeah.
But this is a learning. This is not only learning for them, it's a learning curve for everybody. Like, bro, you don't do that. You don't do that. Kevin Hart even talk about his friend on the pivot.
Yeah.
They would switch. He said his friend never recovered. So we already got one proof of it not recovering. So we're gonna see if it ages well.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna see, man.
We're gonna see if it ages well.
Alright. We talked about the past.
Right.
We talked about the future.
Right.
What are things looking like now?
Now, this is the beginning stage of the crossover. We're moving away from only doing dog content, and we're moving into like an actual social media influencer. So that's like very broad. It opens up more doors. I can collaborate with more people. I can talk about more things on my YouTube channel. I can do, a lot more things with crossing over and opening. Like, I'm opening up the door, and when I open up the door, I open up more to be accessible to do more things, not just a dog channel. It's basically like I'm starting over because my audience is used to just the dog stuff, so they're gonna have to hate it or love it, get used to the new things. And I feel like if I'd have started a new YouTube channel to do this, it'll be just as hard to build that fan base back up as I would. Well, I think it'll be a little bit easier to convert this channel because I'm still kind of young and doing it versus starting over, all the way over. Yeah. Like, I already got a little bit of buzz, a little bit of clout with this channel, so I feel like it'll be easier to convert those 100 or so, 165 subscribers and like 80 something on YouTube, 80 some K on Instagram. It'll be easier to convert them versus start from the ground up. Yeah. And whoever don't like it, they can go ahead and do what they want to do. But what really got me excited to do this, I had recently went to Corey's event. I was going there to be in one of their videos, and then things didn't work out the way that they wanted it to work out, so he invited me to come out to his EP release. And I saw different other YouTubers. Some I didn't know who they were because I don't really be on YouTube watching it like that. Yeah. But I recognize their face, and they kind of gave me a perspective of where I wanted to be. See, I never wanted to be in front of the camera as far as, the persona ultra, me being out doing things. It was all about the dogs. It was just building a dog brand. Now, when I saw them, it kind of answered questions that I had, but I didn't know the answer to. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it kind of helped me make that decision because I know I wanted more. I always wanted more, but just doing the dog stuff, I wasn't gonna be able to do it just only doing it. Yeah. Because if I did, like, it could happen, but I didn't want to be known as just a dog guy. I wanted to be known like that's something that I do. One of the many things that I do is in the dog community breeding dogs. So this is me crossing over to that social media influencer, and so shout out to Corey and Carmen for inviting me out to stepping into their world, because they didn't have to, stepping into their world. And God always put you somewhere to where you're going to be before you get there, just to birth that that hunger in you. And that's what it did. Like, I connected with Corey. We're gonna do some other stuff later on down the line that I want him to do a little project for me, and I got in touch with a videographer also. So it's like, it was more of a lane opening, door opener type situation, and the type of people that was there. It was some people who I knew was there, but I wasn't really focused on that. I was observing and realizing that I can be just as big as, them if I focus in the lane. But I didn't know I wanted to go to that lane until I saw. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I wanted to just be big in the dog community. I'm not the biggest in the dog community, but I'm known in the dog community. But I feel like once I get to the top of the dog community, what's next? Yeah. If I get to the top of this social media community, I'll be at the top of the dog community, just because the community is bigger. It's different market. It's bigger. So I can kill two birds with one stone being in this one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
It
it's like
it kind of goes hand in hand.
you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a restart, which is I felt like that's what I needed, a restart, rebranding, and because I was running out of ideas.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's why some of my videos started to get stagnant. I think that's why a few of the numbers started to drop. I'm like repeating videos. I'm running out of ideas, but now it's like
Yeah.
I can do whatever. It opened up more doors. So yeah, shout out to Corey and Carmen for letting me come out, and I was able to really see where I wanted to be, and I don't think it's gonna take me long to get there because I already know what I'm doing. I didn't went viral on YouTube before. I went viral on TikTok, went viral on Instagram. Like I know how to do it. Like
Yeah.
it's just the community I'm in, the dog community. It's only gonna get so big. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like a cap, pretty much. And if it's not a cap, I would have to, break barriers to get there and do astronomical numbers to do that when I can come over in this playing field. And it won't be as hard. I can put the same amount of work in. It won't be as hard to achieve it because I've learned so much being in that community. Because being in there and trying to grow in that community is hard itself because you're only sticking to a unique market. You get what I'm saying? Like a niche market.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I come here, all I gotta do is make, not to call it easy or whatever, but all I gotta do is make videos that the masses will,
Will appreciate.
yeah, and then I can get to that video, and it's all about consistency and things like that. And I learned a lot in that community. So this is that crossover. So that's what y'all getting ready to see now. Turning into a social media influencer, which gives me more leeway to do so. And that's not to say that I'm gonna stop doing the dogs. I'm not. I'm taking that to a different level. This is just me evolving and going into that different level.
There you go. I was about to say that. What would be your message? But you kind of said it already. I was about to say, what would be your message to those who are?
Yeah, I'm not in no way stopping the dog stuff. I'm taking it to a different level that it hasn't been taken to. Now I can stay in the dog community and keep going, but I'm only gonna be just as big as the dog community. I'm trying to not only get to the top of the dog community, but I'm trying to put more respect on the dog community and make it easier for other breeders to get that respect in the business world. That was always my goal, to bring dog breeding up to a elite, respectable business. So I'm fighting for the breeders also, the real ones, that's doing it full time like I am, and I'm fighting for them on this other side, climbing the ranks on this other side. Like, dang, how he got here? Oh, he's social media influencer. What is content like? Oh, he doing this and he doing dogs. He breeding dogs, and then he got here. He got this and he got dogs. He breeding dogs. Like, yeah, we really winning.
We really doing it.
In our own perspective, we really doing what we doing. But it's only so many people gonna pay attention to that because not everybody like dogs and not everybody like the type of dogs that we breed. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm finna put some respect on it for the dog community. So when I'm coming up, they gonna come up too.
There you go.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm going.
That's great, man. Hey, I want to say thank you for your time.
Most
I know
definitely.
we've been trying to do this for a couple years now.
2 years in the making. And so yeah.
It's been great. And you know what? The cool thing about it is there's more to come.
Exactly.
It's not like this is the only one thing. This is a start of something even.
We're gonna do another video.
Yeah.
When I really got motion in this other playing field.
Yeah.
When I'm really buzzing and popping, we're gonna come back and do another one.
Yeah.
And talk about the transition and how long it took and what it took to get there and where I am in that stage, my mindset, what worked, what didn't work, what helped me get there fast. We're gonna chop it up.
So you guys are seeing the prologue. No, not pro. Is it prologue or epilogue? I think it's the prologue. The beginning of what's to come.
Right.
So it's great, man. How we ending?
I mean, we're getting it right there.
There you go. It was cool.
Yeah.
This one actually stayed alive.